Hey there, fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World, and today we are here in San Antonio, Texas for 10 things that shock tourists when they come here to Texas. And I'll be honest, the first thing that shocks you when you come to Texas is how much the Texans love Texas and everything that is Texas. Whether you talk about having puffy tacos in San Antonio, whether you're talking about having a good time in Galveston, whether you're heading to the hill country for some wine, whether you're making waffles in the shape of a Texas waffle, or you have towels that say Texas proud or Texas strong, right? Or the Texas flag everywhere. Texans love Texas and everything Texas. So if you're not sure what to get your Texas friend for a gift, buy them something Texas-y. Because whether it is in their sports they love, heck, how they decorate their driveway, the ice cream, yes, you better be having your Bluebell when you're here. Going to shop at HEB, yes, what is Texas they love. So don't be surprised if you're like, wow, Texans really love Texas. So when you come to Texas, you'll understand why. It's actually a really cool state to visit. But the thing is when you visit Texas, my second shock for you is the size of Texas and the size of everything in Texas. I mean, it's insane. If you drive from Galveston, which is on the Gulf Coast, to El Paso in the far west, that is 800 miles, 1,300 kilometers, 12 hours straight driving, no stopping at Buc-ee's and taking in some beaver nuggets and a drink and a kolache. No, that's a straight through. That's still in the same state. I mean, it's insane the size you have in Texas. It is just an enormous state. And you have to take that in when you're here, because if you're going to visit, you may say, we're going to go see Texas. Well, you're probably going to see parts of Texas. Like, we're on a trip now and we're doing Galveston, San Antonio, Fredericksburg, Dallas, and then headed out. Like, I'd like to go to El Paso, see our friends there. I'd like to go up to Amarillo and see, the Cadillac Ranch and stuff like that. But I only have so much time. It is a really huge state. And the thing is, it's not just the size of the state that's huge, it's also everything Texas. You know the old saying, everything's bigger in Texas? Oh, it's true. Whether it is when you're going to Whataburger and you're getting a soda there, yeah, I think their regular is about 9 gallons of soda. I mean, it's crazy how big it is. Go get yourself some of that brisket when you're here at the Texas barbecue. Oh, the lines for the good barbecue places, yeah, they're Texas-sized lines. Super long, but it's Texas-sized. Good when you get that huge thing of brisket when you're here. Oh my God, it's so good. But yeah, it's going to be a lot. Those portion sizes, man, get some chicken fried steak. I mean, you'll be full for a couple days if you're not used to the portion sizes here. And when we're looking at big, another big I have to tell you about is the weather in Texas is just as big as the state. I mean, you will have Texas summer. I mean, I was talking to a friend of mine. We were in Galveston and it's wintertime here and there was nobody at the beaches, but it was still nice enough to go to because it was like in the 70s, like in the 20s Celsius. So it was nice to go to the beach too. And my friend's like, you can come back in the summer, and like mid-sentence he stops and goes, in the summer with Texas heat. Yeah, Texas heat. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to sweat just thinking about Texas heat. I mean, it is really bad. July and August here is like super big heat. So just be prepared for that. That's why Texas is great to visit all year round. I mean, we're here in the winter and it's gorgeous. I mean, it's wonderful. And yes, I'm still getting some sun, and I'm actually wearing shorts and a t-shirt, but it's nice. There is one big weather thing I think you really need to realize is the bigness of the destruction that tornadoes can have here. So if we do hear a tornado siren, make sure you do seek shelter if you are here during tornado season. If it's hurricane season, you're down by Houston and stuff, I mean, you do need to pay attention to those things because it can be rather dangerous. So do have a heads up, because Texas weather is really big, but it does make it great so you can visit the beaches in Corpus Christi any time of the year. And the thing is, I'm talking about all these different parts of Texas and all these driving you're going to do, and it's a big place, and what could make big drives actually okay, and that's my next shock for you. And that is the first time you go into one of the big Buc-ee's. If you're not sure what Buc-ee's is, it's actually a gas station chain. They have smaller ones, but if you're on like I-10, like there's one in New Braunfels between San Antonio and Austin, I mean, it's just huge. I mean, it's like, I like to say it's a Texas Target, and a Texas-sized gas station had a baby, but the baby was a really big baby, and they made Buc-ee's because it has amazing food inside. Yes, you'll have freshly cut brisket sandwiches that are fantastic from there. You'll get cinnamon rolls about this big, but most important thing is you'll be surprised how much you love beaver nuggets when you go there. I actually buy a big thing of them and give them as gifts for Christmas because, oh my God, beaver nuggets are so good. But you're surprised like how huge this thing is. But I mean, that is Texas. But what shocks people is how clean the bathrooms are. I mean, you talk to Texans anywhere around the country and you talk about Buc-ee's, like, oh yeah, Clean toilets, totally clean toilets. They are. I mean, it's shockingly clean. Like, oh, I have no problem sending my kids in the bathroom to go by themselves and go pee, go do whatever you need to do. No problem, because it's super, super clean. And it really shocks people that, yes, you can have super clean, super awesome bathrooms, and that'll be awesome. And it's a tourist place to check out when you're here in Texas. So go to Buc-ee's. Now, my next shot for you is breakfast tacos. Look, when you come to Texas, you have to realize is that breakfast in Texas means breakfast tacos, and they are phenomenal. Whether you're having it with chorizo and potatoes, or you're having it with eggs and cactus, or you're having it with eggs and bacon, or whatever, it is just, oh my God, they're so good. And I know a lot of people, when you think of breakfast in America, you think, oh, waffles? Well, you can have a waffle the size of shaped like Texas. Okay, there is that. But usually people think, oh, bacon and eggs, and you have pancakes and toast. That's American breakfast. But the Texas breakfast is definitely the breakfast taco. And you know, if you're going around the US, not everywhere, like California's got good breakfast tacos too, but if you're going to other places, you think, oh, tacos start at noon and they go later. No, here you will have crazy awesome tacos for breakfast. And the thing is, you'll find a local place, maybe it's a gas station that has a little taqueria on the side of it, or just another taco place like just Taco Haven right here next to me. You just go grab some and enjoy and love it. And I will give a shout out to Torchy's Tacos in Austin. That was our favorite place to get breakfast tacos. It's kind of a chainy kind of thing, but it was really good. But honestly, anywhere you go in Texas, you just go get your breakfast tacos, you'll be shocked how much you love it. And I think since that's a food one, I should probably go into another shock about the food here in Texas, and that is how your Tex-Mex and barbecue experience will change you. Look, when you come eating in Texas, it's not just the portion sizes, it's the fantastic food. And the barbecue here, the barbecue briskets, that's what you're gonna get here when you come here to Texas, is phenomenal. And it kind of makes you rejudge all other barbecue places you go to when it comes to brisket, but also the Tex-Mex is here. And what shocks people is they don't realize is that Tex-Mex food is different than Mexican food. And they're like, wait a minute, this isn't Mexican food. No, it's not. It's Tex-Mex. And that kind of shocks people when they come here. Now, my next shot for you, when you come here to Texas, and if you travel around, you'll be shocked how diverse the state is. Look, there's swamps in Texas, there's desert in Texas, there's hill country right here where you go around. You have the coast with the beautiful beaches. I mean, Texas is so diverse in its geography and its topography, and you're here. And I know a lot of us, when we think of Texas, we think of the old Westerns, right? And what you have to realize is the old Westerns, that's not all Texas. Yes, Texas is hot and there are some dry parts, but if you're going to El Paso, you'll definitely get the desert feel. Believe me, you'll have that there. But if you're going to like Fredericksburg and you're going to the hill country, or if you're going up to Dallas with all the lakes that are up around there, or going to Galveston or Corpus Christi, South Padre Island, and having the beaches, you have all this diversity that's here in the state that you realize that, wow, Texas really is different. I mean, driving to Fredericksburg in the hill country from here, it's like an hour and a half drive from where we are, and you're just like, wow, I'm in a completely different place. And I think my little experience with random people from here in San Antonio coming up and saying hi while I'm filming really represents the next shock of coming to Texas. And that is how friendly, how nice, and how upstanding the people are here in Texas. I mean, when you go around, that Texas pride they have about their state, they're going to tell you where to go, where to eat, what to see, what to do, all those things. And they'll give you the little hints as well. Oh, but get this taco when you're there. Get this when you're there. Oh, ask them to like do this. Check them out. Like, the people that over here, the guy was telling me, he's like, oh, they make really cool t-shirts. You can get that too. You have all this amazing personality in Texas. I know people talk about big Texas and big people in Texas and loud and boisterous, but they're loud, boisterous, fun, and friendly. And that's what shocks people when they come here. Like, wow, Texas people really are Texas people. Because Texas people really have never met someone they haven't wanted to talk to and make sure they enjoy this state. So definitely you will meet some locals when you are here, and you will have a good time meeting them. But honestly, people from Texas, my buddy Mark and Ronnie and Ann and everybody have just been, Terry, all the Texans we met, Billy and Jim Van Cleve, and all the great Texans we met over the years. Jen, oh my gosh, so many great Texans have shown us the state and helped us enjoy it. I just want to say thank you to all of you and all the other Texans that have helped us on our trip. You're awesome. And for travelers coming here, you'll be shocked how much you're going to love the Texans when you do come. And the next shock I have for you is with those Texas people is how much they love football. And the thing is, it's all kinds of football. Yes, it is, you know, if you like the Friday Night Lights high school football stuff, I know it sounds corny and cheesy, but people love football. They'll go watch the high school games, the college game. Yeah, hook 'em horns, right? You got the University of Texas, you got SMU, you've got so many colleges. Texas A&M is probably the better one right now, but don't tell people that out loud. But you have Texas Tech. I have to give a shout out to Texas Tech because some of my good friends graduated from there. But people really love love football when you're here. And yes, their professional teams on Sundays aren't doing so well. Houston, we don't really talk about the Texans. I mean, the Cowboys, you gotta love the Cowboys when you are here. And one of the things that's funny is you might be shocked is you can do a tour at Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Dallas, and it's huge. I mean, it's huge. I mean, it's Texas, so it has to be huge. But that love affair of football and sports and just outdoorsiness and everything is just really a part of Texas that'll shock you, like, wow, football and outdoors and all this stuff is true Texas, all right? And then I think I need to talk about, if we're talking about the people, we need to have this shock. And this shock is how fast everyone drives in Texas. I mean, you need to be ready when you come to Texas for the speed, because the speed limit's 75. Sometimes on the back highways, I'm like, what? The back roads? See, kind of highways? That's kind of weird. It's 75, and people are flying all over the place on the highway. I mean, I still remember my first trip to Texas. We were driving from Springfield, Illinois to Nuevo Laredo. And my dad and I were switching back and forth, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm driving through Dallas, getting through the Metroplex, and I'm driving in, and I might be going like 75, something like that. And this is back in the day, so I don't know if 75 was the speed limit back then. And I look in the back mirror, and I see this light, and this Lamborghini goes right by me. I mean, it was just like a normal thing, but you got to be ready for the fast drive when you are here. And also you'll be shocked is when there is road construction, how like tight they make the roads on there. So it can be a little stressful, especially if you're driving at night. So do have a heads up for it, because you might be shocked. Oh my God, what am I going to do? And the short on and off ramps, yeah, that's another one that might shock you when you are driving here. But with a state this big, you're going to have to drive a lot. So be ready for it when you do come. So I hope you enjoyed my 10 things that shock tourists when they come here to Texas. There's obviously a lot more wonderful things and maybe not so wonderful things that might shock when you come here. Let us know what shocks you about Texas in the comments below so we can learn more about this great state. And if you want to learn more about visiting Texas, we've got the don'ts of Texas, what to eat in Texas, and all kinds of other great stuff on our website at woltersworld.com. Or if you go below in the information down below, you can actually click on the links and see some more videos on this beautiful state of Texas. So I will say bye from here in San Antonio, and I'm not going to be shocked when you fall in love with Texas, because this state is amazing. Bye.